You have found the Titus Podcast Armageddon Update with hosts Christopher Titus, Rachel Bradley, and Ken Highland. And now, here's Christopher Titus with this week's Armageddon Update.
I'm Christopher Titus, people, and this is the Armageddon Update. And again, welcome to our half-assed attempt at trying to keep ourselves sane in a time of historic insanity. Terrorists in the White House. And this time I am not talking about the president. In the last couple of weeks, Sweet Potato Satan has hosted two people who are connected to terrorist attacks, and one of them has a bonesaw performance review on Yelp. First of all, Trump hosted President Ahmad al-Sharaa. Al-Sharaa is the former leader of Al-Qaeda. You know, bin Laden's terrorist group. You know, head of the crew that did 9/11. Al-Sharaa was wanted by the U.S. as a terrorist with a $10 million bounty on his head. He served time in Abu Ghraib prison. Well, that guy, one of the world's worst terrorists, that's right, the guy that partied like it was 1999 after 9/11 in 2001, after seeing the World Trade Center, an American monument destroyed. Well, he met with the guy that is currently destroying an American monument.
This morning, the historic 120-year-old East Wing of the White House reduced to rubble. Satellite images show the dramatic transformation from less than 1 month ago to now.
Yeah, game sees game, I guess. 3,000 plus people died on 9/11, not counting the hundreds of first responders who have died over the decades after. But that's not close to the extra 400,000 that died because of Trump's COVID plan.
It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
Or the Doge cuts starving 4.5 million. You know, if you're going to call someone a terrorist because of how many people they killed, no one's even playing Trump's game. Then this week, President Pedo met with MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, the president of Saudi Arabia, a man your Human Rights Watch says is one of the most brutal dictators in the world. The man who our own intelligence says ordered the killing of reporter Jamal Khashoggi. Intelligence offers that Trump has since fired.
Muskrat, candlelight.
I don't give a hell where that hand's been.
Because nothing scares our president more than intelligence.
An anonymous, really an anonymous person, woman, man, camera, TV. If you get it in order, you get extra points.
Trump is also giving Saudi Arabia F-35s. I don't know, maybe giving planes to the country with 14 of the 19 attackers who crashed planes into our buildings is maybe a bad idea. Yet it's still not the stupidest thing Trump has done. He really does set the bar high for stupid, doesn't he?
Everything's computer. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. Very, very large brain.
So, America, once a bastion of human rights, we were once a charitable country that fed others and helped in disasters. Well, we've become America first. Except it's not that either, is it? You know, I mean, the government shutdown wasn't to help you. It was to hide the Epstein list and to kill 21 million people's health care. Cutting SNAP wasn't to help you. It was to starve you. Having Jamal Khashoggi's killer over to the fake gold-covered brothel that used to be our sacred people's house, our White House, that's not for you. It's so Trump can sell his crypto and Jared can maybe get another couple of billion from the Saudis. So, if you think this man is working for you, you're as dumb as he knows you are.
I love the poorly educated.
And if you think that this man respects this country or the flag that I pledged allegiance to since I was a child, and you may say, yeah, well, he made it illegal to burn the flag. That proves he loves the flag. But here he is grabbing the flag by the pussy. And the rumor is this flag is filing a civil suit. Also, here's a picture of him arriving at the White House this last week, caked in his clown makeup, diaper full, while the flag that so many have died defending lies on the ground in front of a destroyed White House. Could there be a clearer metaphor? We great yet? I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Every fucking day, there's 3 fucking things a day. Every fucking day. Yells at women reporters, says quiet piggy. Piggy? Who the fuck says that? What are you, fucking in Lord of the Flies, you fat fuck? And not only that, he's fucking orange cake makeup, and he shits himself constantly. And you know what else? I think this guy really fucking needs to get bitch slapped. You know what I wish? I'm back now. I wish a reporter would just walk in and go, hey man, you know what? Fuck you too. And get thrown out. It'd be fun. That guy'd be a hero forever. I'm done now. You know what else? This son of a bitch keeps doing it over and over every day. Some new fucking nightmare. Oh, come on, blood clot. God damn. Oh, I'm going to have a heart attack. I just hope he has one before I do. God damn it. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the current nightmare that is the United States. With me as always, the lovely Bombshell Ray.
What's up, people?
And the Highlander.
There can be only one.
I am, so today, hey, oh, and we have Groucho. Groucho is going to be sitting in today.
Groucho wants to say hi to his number one fan, River, who watches the podcast at home for Groucho appearances, which is pretty damn cute.
So River, this is Groucho. Say hi to Groucho. River, you want to say hi to River? Okay. Poochie, say hi. I'm stunned.
He's got a fan, and now he's talking.
Poochie, take it front and center, please. Thank you. Poochie Star. We have a problem again. I don't understand the daily horror this asshole brings to our country. The daily horror. Mm-hmm. He met with MBS yesterday, and we played a lot of the video. The way he's talking to women reporters, I've never, he's the most classless.
Did you use the video I sent you, the piggy thing?
Yeah.
You put that in the Armageddon update?
Oh, there's like 19. There's like 19
There's a lot, but
versions.
Quiet Piggy, that one really.
Quiet Piggy,
wow.
Shut up, quiet. Like he just says shit to people.
Wow.
And I want to go, you know what I'm waiting for? And look, whoever does it is going to lose their job forever, but they're going to be an American hero.
Yes.
Is to just turn and go, hey, fat fuck, do you have the balls to call me anything again? You loser, you bankrupt felon. Are you serious? Do you really have the balls to talk that shit to anybody? I mean, we've never had a more classless, graceless, white trash piece of shit. He just went in with he destroyed a historical monument, the White House. I just don't. I'm to the point now where, and then I was watching ICE today. I saw videos of ICE today, basically just point blank pepper spraying, bear spraying people. Point blank, breaking their windows of their cars. Mm-hmm. Citizens, people that just go, I'm not getting out of the car.
Pulling them out, throwing them to the ground.
No probable cause, no rule of law, no protecting and serving. We are living in Nazi Germany right now, and nobody seems to get it. I remember thinking years ago when I was in school watching history class and thinking, oh, come on, man, how did that happen? Those people were dumb. They just let it go. And that could never happen in America. And because it's a creep, because it's just a little creep every day, and now we're deep into the creep, we are in Nazi Germany. We've got masked people yanking people out of cars, sending them away to prison, not telling anybody, no lawyers, no judge, no representatives, no rights.
Yep.
And you guys are like, everyone's like, prices are up too. We're losing our fucking country.
This is where I think the size of our country is a detriment, because if before I would say, oh, well, it's not going to be taken over because we're so large. It's too big to control quickly. But now they can do all this shit, and we're not concentrated enough in a spot where it's all happening in the same spot where we can all stop and go out into the street and say, fuck this, and stop it all at once. Because looking back at history, you go look at Germany and go, oh, it's tiny, right? Now we know if we were in the same exact situation, geographically the same, maybe we could put a stop to it.
There's a big element of fear. Nobody wants to get in. Nobody wants to be we're watching it happen, and we all know it's wrong, but no one wants to go. We have to stand up to these people.
Does everybody know it's wrong?
No, I've had people argue with me. So do you know what, guys? I don't know if you know, or I'd like Ray to look this up if she can. Being an illegal alien working in this country, paying taxes and doing whatever you're doing, it's not even a felony. It's a misdemeanor. Also, overstaying your visa is a misdemeanor. It's like a traffic ticket. It's not a violent crime. It's not. You're not tren de agua. I mean, you can't. Preschool teachers are not tren de agua.
Well, it's clearly not about that when they're arresting people in the hallways of immigration court.
Right.
People that are there following the law to renew their status. And we have people that work with us that are afraid to go renew their visa, their green card, or I guess it's a work visa, because They're afraid that they're going to be arrested while trying to do the legal process that they've always done. And so, no, I don't think it's about that. I think it's about fear. It's about crushing people and generating fear.
And also instituting this racism. They're arresting just if you're brown.
Yes.
So Native American people have been arrested.
Citizens.
So let's talk about that. So Hitler sent the Gestapo out, and he said, anybody who even looks Jewish, I looked this up this week, anybody even looks Jewish, arrest them, bring him in for questioning. So that's what Trump did. Anybody who's Hispanic, bring him in, take him in. So that's Nazi Germany. When it comes to Germany Hitler saying, I'm going to make Germany great again. Trump, make Germany great, make America great again. When it comes to, as I say on my show, I think they have black trucker hats. When it comes down to it, Hitler built a ballroom over his bunker. Ballless Trump is building a ballroom over his bunker. It is so parallel. And I what I don't understand is it's been less than 100 years and we're doing it again. We are a monkey-brained douchebag humanity that can't seem to face the fact that the only thing that works is kindness and helping each other. Yeah. That works. Yeah. That fucking works.
You know what didn't work? 1 billion documentaries on World War II.
No shit.
and the Nazis.
There was a whole channel that was useless.
Well, the thing is, you don't even need to know the history, right? To know that this is wrong in real time, to see a gardener working outside of IHOP and being beaten down in the street. You don't need to know what happened before to know that this is wrong.
Yeah.
But also, let's just be honest. What mindless, cowardly pussies are these guys that are taking this money from ICE? You're just like you were the people that got bullied. You were obviously not working because they just hired you like that.
Right.
So a lot of them are masked because a lot of them are January 6 guys. And do you see that? More January 6 guys getting arrested every day.
Yeah, they get rearrested for other shit.
A new January 6 rioter that was pardoned was arrested on child molestation charges, adding to the pattern of rioters being arrested because you can't stop being who you are. So pardon them, put criminals back on the street, and they're going to continue to crime, except now I think they're emboldened.
Can you get pardoned twice?
Someone did. One guy got pardoned, got arrested again for illegal weapons, and Trump pardoned him again.
Oh my God.
When Trump was asked about the guy that threatened to assassinate Hakeem Jeffries, he said, you have thousands of people that we're dealing with. And, if one goes haywire, and then he changed the subject.
And let's talk about what an asshole this guy, like we've literally never had anybody like this, to the point, even if you look back at, what's his face, Andrew Jackson, was not this bad. He was a low life. He was white trash, but slave owner. Yeah, he could write and he could read.
Yeah.
So,
he could read. He knew what words meant.
He was a stately rapist.
Yeah.
So we have the guy that threatened to kill Hakeem Jeffries, threatened to assassinate him. A month before that, Robert Packer he had already been pardoned. He's the guy that wore the Camp Auschwitz sweatshirt. He was arrested in a dog fighting incident. I don't know. I guess I didn't read about that. That came right after another January 6th pardoned criminal was convicted on child pornography charges. 2 weeks before that, another one was convicted of plotting to kill FBI agents.
Cream of the crop.
We have Zachary Jordan Alam got his pardon and was recently convicted in connection with a home invasion.
They're Jimmy Stewart, all of them.
We have Andrew Tate, weeks after his pardon, pled guilty to soliciting a minor. Lots of kid stuff in these child molestation
What is it about
hunters.
These idiots? Because, by the way, when you look at all these right-wingers...
Hold on, I got another one.
Okay, all right.
I'm just showing a pattern. Emily Hernandez, weeks after receiving her pardon, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for drunk driving and killing someone in her car. You've got Brent Holdridge, who was arrested again in May in connection with a string of thefts of industrial copper. You have that guy, Matthew Hustle, who was actually fatally shot by a sheriff's deputy in January after resisting arrest during a traffic stop. And then you've got this guy. You've got John Banuelos, who was arrested last month in October on kidnapping and sexual assault charges. And then we've got this guy arrested on child molestation. Trump has begun repardoning January 6 rioters.
Oh my God. Is there anybody left January 6th?
Yeah,
Is that 100% of them?
No, he's got,
there's a few
I think
more.
the cops in those cities are going to be busy.
Yeah.
The problem is most of them are facing state and local charges,
Good.
but he has repardoned all the ones for these different crimes.
Oh my God.
Law and order, baby.
The lowest of the low, this scumbag. And then, so here's what I've noticed about it, seems to me, like all these MAGA people are they're not smart at all. They're base level stupid. They like to fuck kids. What is going on with that?
There's so much projection. Like they were the pedophile fucking
Remember that? They were like,
Pizzagate.
yeah, we're going to go take down the elite pedophile ring. And then you go, well, how come didn't they just arrest in the last year 40 or 240 youth pastors were arrested? No, 40 youth pastors were arrested. Just just look that up. I just saw this.
And the same with like Republican senators. You're like, oh, they found,
So what we need right now in America, because we're going to get to the Epstein files, because by the way, only one guy voted to not release the Epstein files. And we're going to Cliff.
Oh,
What?
Clay Higgins.
Clay Higgins, this low life. So he today I saw a video of him. He comes out in Washington somewhere, and some guy starts yelling at him. Starts like heckling him. He goes after him, grabs him, starts walking him away, and the guy's filming like
classy again.
It's just like they're so pathetic, and that they're running stuff is scary right now for me. Also, I was watching the ICE. Like little moms, they were literally point blank spraying pepper spray in their face. And I thought to myself, we are getting close to a weird time. Yeah. I mean, we're in a weird time.
I will tell you, when you search 40 youth pastors arrested child trafficking, you get a lot of hits all over.
Hold on, it's going to take a minute. We may have to edit this part of the podcast.
The first one is Medford, Oregon. The next one is an hour ago. 8 men, including an active member of the military, have been caught in one of those online stings like my brother's doing.
Yeah.
Operation Online
Predator
Guardian.
Raw.
Yeah. Another one that came up. A youth pastor trafficked teenage girl living off of money he got by selling nude content of her online. Another one, lawsuits accuse former California megachurch pastor of sexually abusing and trafficking children for years at a shelter.
I watched his perp walk.
Same month, Phoenix youth group leader accused of child sex trafficking. Same volunteer pastor accused of trafficking teen across. It keeps going.
It's gonna roll these like credits over
So,
your.
I saw a great cartoon.
Yeah, you should just see this.
Someone will next week. I'll do that Armageddon
Pastor
update.
charged with trafficking members of his church.
Yeah. This is over and over. Is this
Oklahoma?
Why do you think I do these jokes on my act? This has been going on forever.
I don't ever search this, obviously, because
you're not into it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm aware.
And by the way, some of us, there's a lot of shit in the world. We just all want to go la 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 la.
The LAPD recently, this is related. They just decided not to publish all the crime area statistics because they said it'll make people panic. So they used to put like all the here's where there was a mugging, here's where there was a whatever. They said, no, we're not going to show you anymore.
Down.
Yeah, exactly.
By
then
the way,
you don't know. Then there's no crime.
If you test, you find cases. Are you a fucking like what? Like what? If you what?
This episode brought to you by AG1.
Oh,
Speaking
AG1.
of testing, because AG1 is constantly testing and retesting in the lab and reformulating and making it even better and better, which I love. They're on the new formulation. I think it was only a few months ago that they did this one. And now they have AGZ for your nighttime healthy ritual.
So AG1, I go my water, and then I go some lemon. I always do lemon juice.
What is AG1?
Little bit of lemon juice in it, and then I go. This is how I make it. Then a scoop of protein powder, organic protein powder, or plant-based, and then I do the D3, and then I do creatine, and I mix it up, and it's literally there's enough stuff in it at this point. It starts to turn into a smoothie.
Oh my god!
I
What
have
else?
a whole mixture too. Yeah, I do
Put a little panic in it. Put a little
collagen, creatine, colostrum, the regular, and then pre-workout colostrum, which is chocolate, and then D3K2, and then protein Yeah, is that everything? It's like 7 things.
Do you know
and
if
it
we did
tastes
this
really good.
If we did this in a blender and just with some ice, you literally have
It's
a
so
killer,
good.
just a killer smoothie.
AG1 is it's a powder. It is green in color, and you're supposed to keep it in the fridge, apparently, which we didn't for a long time. And you just have a scoop of this a day with your drop of D3K2, and you're getting over 75 whole food source superfoods, vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics. You don't have to spend $1,000 on a separate probiotic anymore.
And guys, I got to tell you, it is a
gut.
It is yes, my gut feels better. That coffee thing I get in the morning that sometimes where it's jangly goes away. I get calm, and you're getting pretty much almost all your vitamins, right, and minerals.
You don't need all that crap in your vitamin cabinet that you pee out anyway. This you're getting, they just did all of it for you. So you can save. I mean, we save a lot of money now because my probiotic was $100 from Whole Foods.
I remember picking that stuff. The stuff, she used to have to get this stuff that was in the
like a little vial that was in
Fridge,
like
yeah.
a refrigerated.
Yeah.
300 billion per drop.
You don't have to do that. This has enzymes in it. It's supports gut health.
Great
It
stuff.
helps support your immune system. Now they have AGZ, which I swear by, and I got Kenny hooked on this weekend. She kept saying, "Can I have one of those healthy hot chocolates before bed?"
Oh, what I love, wait, AG before we go to, because we have a whole AGZ we have to deal with. AG1, what I love about it is I don't get hit in the head when I open up the old vitamin cabinet with all the big giant bottles of Mega Men. Hit me in the head.
Yeah.
I go to the refrigerator, get one scoop, boop, do my little drink, done for the day. Don't have to worry about it. My pee is not the color of a sunset. It's awesome.
It just basically, if you realize if you could not eat all the stuff that we need to get all the vitamins, minerals, enzymes, everything. And so they do it for you. And then imagine how much more optimally your body would work and function. So even just supporting your body's natural defenses during this season that we're heading into, or energy, or brain fog. Like it's just a great product. So head to drinkag1.com/Titus. You'll get a free welcome kit with an AG1 flavor sampler and a bottle of D3K2 when you first subscribe. That's drinkag1.com/Titus. The welcome kit, go online when you put this URL in. It's really super sweet. All the stuff that you get in it. That's drinkag1.com/Titus.
And guys, just try AGZ. It is. We have it before we go to bed every night. Last night, I will tell you this. I added like 2 thimbles full of Willie's Remedy to it. And so it was like, it was hot chocolate with a little bit of.
How are you even here right now?
Dude, no, because we've learned with Willie's Remedy that you just use 5 drops, and you're like, Willie Nelson's level of tolerance must be incredible, because Ray had this much one day.
I just can't do THC.
And
you had braids. The braids were coming.
No, she was panicking.
I can't. I mean, I had like
she was being chased by the CIA. She was panicking.
It was like a whisper. And still, I don't know what it is. My body reacts to THC. I cannot do it. I'm not cool. Sorry. Donald Trump is actually keeping up with one campaign promise to dismantle the education department.
Oh, yeah.
As I said in the Armageddon update, it's funny that he's so afraid of intelligence. Like he's denied.
In all ways.
Yes.
You mean like saying yesterday when he had MBS in the Oval Office.
Guy who murdered Jamal Khashoggi.
You mean like saying that MBS knew nothing about it, even though Trump's CIA in 2018, that was his CIA under his administration, concluded that MBS was directly involved in ordering that hit. And
sent the crew of killers on the jet to go then land there. They tracked it. They literally fucking tracked the jet that dropped the guys off. They had video outside. They killed this man. MBS set up where they killed this man while his wife was waiting outside for him.
Yes.
Fiance, right? The fiance. So
other
she waited. It got dark.
Yeah.
He never came.
Other world leaders are taking cues from Trump. Just deny,
Yes.
be dumb, because it works. If it works in the United States, it's going to work everywhere.
I'm telling you right now, this is even a new low. He just never fails to find a lower low.
Yep.
He yesterday
bring up the Syrian guy.
Scolded American citizen journalists doing their job for asking questions. and then lauded this guy who is a murdering dictator and whose human rights offenses are vast.
Do you know what else he did?
And long.
Do you know what else he did?
And
he got together all
then called him a gentleman. He said he's a gentleman. He said the job he's done in terms of human rights and everything else deserve praise.
Oh, and everything else.
So hold on. You know what this man did was he actually became the president of Saudi, and the prime minister. He actually combined all. He's in charge of everything.
Yeah,
he's in charge of fucking everything. So he gets to run it. They killed. In the last month, they've killed 40 people, executed 40 something people. No, totals since he's taken over 247, something like that. Executed them for, drug offenses.
And then had a comedy festival.
That's interesting because Trump also said that he and the Crown Prince have, quote, always been on the same side of every issue.
Oh, every issue.
He doesn't say we're on the right side. He says we're on the same side.
Yeah.
One of the reporters, of course, a female, because you know how he speaks to females like Quiet Piggy, said, "Is it appropriate for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president? Is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intel community has concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journal." Trump said, "Who are you with?" She said, "ABC News." And he goes, "Fake news." And then got mad at her for speaking to the Crown Prince, this gentleman, that way.
Someone pointed something out. There's two things I would say. Then when I saw him say something. Someone pointed out that you can always tell when Trump's jammed up against the wall because he will say fake news. He will say, "Shut up." That's when they nailed his ass. I don't know. Now, I have a question about this. Is this desperation because of the Epstein files, or is he just so cocky now that he's getting away with everything and he just doesn't give a fuck anymore?
Shit, and I think he's angry that people are making it uncomfortable for him because he's trying to just enjoy his rule as a dictator. Here's where it got worse. He then, talking about Jamal Khashoggi, an American citizen, "You're mentioning someone that was extremely controversial."
No, he wasn't.
Do you know where he was controversial?
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
Why?
Because he was going after the Saudi prince because he was
he was doing what?
Murdering people, killing people.
Jamal Khashoggi was
a reporter
reporting on the human rights abuses. You're mentioning someone that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he points at MBS. He knew nothing about it. You don't have to embarrass our guests.
And so watch the video. Ray and I are watching it. And he goes, he had nothing to do with it. And you see MBS does the weirdest. He does this
his
weird.
His face twitches and goes.
It's
when he says he knew nothing about it.
It's like either he's trying to
show it.
Either he's going to try to stop a laugh. I don't know what he was doing. Right. I saw a funny thing about back to the religious thing. It was someone had taken an old Peanuts cartoon with Charlie Brown and Linus, and they're leaning on the fence talking, and the bubble over it says, "I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they would want to teach the Bible in schools because it sure doesn't work in church." I love putting really smart shit in the Peanuts characters because there's an extra bit of innocence that's so awesome.
He also then told, of course, a female that she was asking insubordinate questions because, you know, that's how men are. Like women, if we
not all men are like that.
Well, I'm talking about these people.
Oh, yeah.
Insubordinate, right? Then he said, watch the video. I've never seen Trump smile this big or laugh. He is like a little kid laughing while he's talking with his head up to MBS. Then he shakes his hand and says, "I don't care where that hand's been."
Wow.
But what does that mean?
Well, it means it's been on a saw, and he knows that. And he's okay with that.
Does he mean on himself? Does he mean on a woman? Does he mean killing people?
Shit, bing, bing.
Bong.
Bing bong, bing.
Also, as I said,
answers.
As I said in the Armageddon update, we're giving. He's going to give F-35s to Saudi. I don't know if giving the guys, 17 out of 19 of the people that flew a plane into the World Trade Center were Saudis. I don't know if giving them planes is the best idea. Anybody else?
Yeah, but Zoran Mamdani, he's horrible. That's a horrible.
Yeah, you can't have that Muslim. But this guy, the actual murderer, let's bring him in.
He's just controversial.
I want to go to the Syrian guy he brought in too. The next one's worse. Syrian guy he brought in last week.
That was the Taliban guy, right?
Yeah, Al-Qaeda.
Sorry.
He's
Taliban.
the head, had him in the White House, had the ex-head of Al-Qaeda, who we had listed as a terrorist, as a worldwide terrorist. He had a $10 million bounty on his head. This is the guy who took over for Osama bin Laden. And now he's the president of Syria. Trump had him in the White House. But by the way, he's cheap in the White House. It's not even really, is it even the White House anymore when it looks like a whorehouse?
I can't believe how it looks.
And that report of like all of the tchotchke on the wall, that's like clearly from just like Home Depot.
You do know. No, it's actually, like, Oh no, he 24 karat golded that shit.
Oh, I know.
Although a lot of people on threads and stuff have shown that Home Depot sells it and that it's fake, and they're putting pictures of it next to the $49.99 Home Depot, and Home Depot said that they do sell those, but they can't confirm if those are exactly them or not.
And then you look at them like, that's exactly the same.
Well, my only other thing is that what if he did 24 karat gold stuff so he can take it when he leaves? But as Ray said, he ain't leaving.
Yeah.
He's not decorating that house like that so that he can leave. He's probably anticipating that his kids will then stay after he does.
Like a dynasty.
Just trust me. There's a lot of people in this country that will die fighting to stop that.
Let's extrapolate. So we say this all the time. He hits a new low
every day. It's always stunning.
So what's he going to do? Is he going to like try to revive like
South
Hitler's DNA?
I think South Park nailed it. Satan's going to be there in the Lincoln bedroom, and Trump's going to be doing Bubba on him. That's what I think.
That's fucking crazy. Everybody was like online. I'm like,
who is Bubba?
What about this email and Bubba? I'm like, okay, what is this?
Here's the weird thing about all of it. There's another list of people that I saw today. Now, I've seen this list since his first term of a bunch of settlements that people found that Trump paid off families for supposedly this is little boys, little girls, and it's millions of dollars he's paid off families. Now I've seen it, don't know if it's true or not. However, the point is that it's not that whether it's true or not. The point is that it's easily believed because this guy's such a scumbag. Like if you said it about even W or Romney or Obama, you'd be like, there's fucking no way. With Trump, you're like, I can see that.
It's probably.
Yeah. And I think that's the saddest part. He's shown us day after day after day, sometimes 3 to 5 times a day, what a scumbag lowlife he is, that we are willing to believe anything he does. And you guys can get mad. You guys, people that like him and can defend him. Then you tell me, you were these motherfuckers. You guys talked about, I got my guns, so if the government tries to take over, man, sends the troops after me, I'm going to deal with it. That's happening, and you're doing nothing because they're not going after you
all the
yet.
Stuff.
Now, Pam Bondi's actually said we need a law so we can. They want a gun registry so they can track your guns. This is the Republicans want a gun registry to see who has guns and who doesn't. Where are you now, guys? Nowhere? Didn't think so. So you're so full of shit on so many different levels. When we ask you tariffs, China pays a tariff. You're so dumb too. How do you not know that tariffs come? TV costs $300 when Samsung delivers it to Costco. Then our government puts on $50 a tariff. Who pays that? That ain't China paying it. That's you paying it. But because this guy, because you're in this cult of douche, you believe it every single time, no matter what he says. The second they change the narrative, everybody else change it. See, he said, go ahead. They all voted for the release Epstein files. And how come? And let me tell you this. How come Biden didn't release him when he had him for 4 years? Here's how dumb you people are. There was an ongoing investigation currently that actually was dealing with Ghislaine Maxwell, and she was being prosecuted. Guess what you don't do? You don't release your information and your evidence into the fucking public so the fucking defense can come up with whatever they want based on your evidence.
Which is why Trump just announced that he's calling on an investigation of Democratic leaders. So now he can say it's under investigation.
Do you know that she said that today? Did you see that news conference this morning? Pam Bondi goes on and they go, are you going to release files in 30 days? We're going to follow the law. There's currently, there was some new information found and we have started a new investigation. We will follow the law.
I knew this shit was never going to come out.
It's such a nice way to say, fuck you, fuck the American public, fuck all you people in Congress, fuck everybody who wants to go after this country. We will follow the law. Cling.
And they've also they hired all those FBI agents to
Scrub
clean
his
it.
name.
Yeah,
They're
already.
not.
So even if it comes out, it's going to be all this redacted shit.
We already had somebody in his cabinet say that they were going to clean all Republican names out of the files. This was weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I don't know, but Kash Patel got jammed up pretty bad by one of the guys in Congress, and he basically, Kash Patel said there's no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein tracked minors, and this senator gets up and he just lists it. He just starts going piece by piece, all the victims, and it's. I think what bothers me more than everything about this is that we don't have anybody to depend on now. You know, we don't have anybody standing up. And if you look at what's happened in the past, there's obviously, you know, and this is the first time I'm going to say this. For a long time, I thought, well, this whole thing about that it's all a big club and it's a big team. No, it's not. There's still good people. But if you think about it over the last 10 years, Robert Mueller, and you think about Merrick Garland, and you realize, wait, Merrick Garland could have fucking buried him at any moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And Robert Mueller could have.
Yeah.
Now, supposedly, Robert Mueller's excuse was that there is an unwritten rule that you cannot go after a sitting president.
It is a rule. Is
it a law?
It's a
directive.
OLC memo, Office of Legal Counsel memo, that they follow.
So my question is this: are there exceptions?
Procedural.
Isn't everything have an exception? Because when the president starts an insurrection,
well, I think that we're seeing that now, but they're in control. Speaking of everything having an exception, you should not have an exception with what you put on your skin and your body. This episode brought to you by OneSkin.
You work really hard to make that.
That was
work.
a good one.
You really like that, like the segue she writes to go from our vitriol to let's
nice
senescent
product.
cells
to the scientific health saving.
At the core of OneSkin is their patented OS1 peptide.
Yep.
This would be the first ingredient proven to target senescent cells, which are those dead cells. Oh, are you using it every day?
Are you honestly noticing it?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
I've heard from a couple people that are using it that it's pretty crazy.
like just the fact that I can, like I would used to, like I keep saying it, I would put my hand back here and it would be like,
yeah,
like bare skin.
I can see it
but
right now.
It's like, it's a fuzz. I do need to put it.
So they have
elsewhere.
OS1 body, which I love, OS1 face, OS1 eye, under eye, OS1
like
hair. Old man finger.
Good. Yeah,
Yep.
good.
Over here.
And look up. We have to look up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Yeah.
For some reason.
And then leave the rest on your lip. Yep. I love, first thing that you notice is that it just feels clean. There's no fragrance that I react to.
Doesn't make my face red.
Don't mix up your OS1 hair with your other OS1s.
No.
because you might have.
You do not want to put
JoJo,
OS1 hair on your face
the
because it
dog-faced
works. Yeah, exactly. I also love that it's an all-woman team that founded it, and they're all PhDs and different things that inform this product, and they searched forever and they found OS1 and it actually works. They've done lab tests and proven that.
Who knew that a team of women would solve male pattern baldness?
They all wanted to.
Yeah.
They have stem
We gotta
cell
figure-
biology, skin regeneration, tissue engineering, PhDs, bunch of badasses. OneSkin just launched their limited holiday sets. And these are always really killer every year, including the Nightly Rewind gift set. It's really pretty, but it's also genuinely useful. Giving an upgrade to anyone's nightly routine. You get the face moisturizer. Oh, their new peptide lip mask. I forgot to mention that. I've been using that.
What does it do?
I love it. Oh my gosh. Their new lip products are awesome. I totally kept those for myself. It comes with a cooling gua sha tool, one of those metal.
Okay.
It is so nice. I forgot. I'm very excited about that. I use it every night. That's in the set. So anyway, for a limited time, you can try all of these awesome products at OneSkin. You'll get 15% off using promo code Titus at oneskin.co/Titus. That's oneskin.co/Titus. At the end, they're going to ask where you heard about it, the products. Tell them Titus Podcast sent you. We love all their products.
Good stuff, man. It works. Again, I love that every time, I never feel bad about the ads we do because the stuff we use, it works.
Yeah, we really use it.
Yeah.
And we love it.
And it really makes a difference.
It would be really
OneSkin
expensive
does.
to make us horse something we didn't like.
I say go online and read the reviews of OneSkin. That's what sold me. I had already found it and was starting to use it when they started advertising because the reviews are crazy.
So, Epstein
yes,
files.
just wanted to tell you, yes, he did have, I'm losing my voice. It's raining and then sunny and then raining and then sunny. And my sinuses have had it.
Or you can be like Trump and he said, I was yelling at some people. They were stupid.
Oh my gosh.
That's what sounds like me, actually.
He did have the Syrian leader, the former leader of Al Qaeda, at the White House, and this would be the first in the White House in history.
Do you remember the shit they talked about Obama?
Yes.
Do you remember? Now this guy there's pictures of him during where he's holding two severed heads. Mm-hmm. So one of the worst.
The guy that was in the White House.
Yes. Here's how what a bad guy this is. He led Al Qaeda.
Yes.
The people that did 9/11.
On November
and Trump's
10th.
like, why don't you come over when you're in town?
Ahmed al-Shara became the first Syrian leader in history to be invited into our White House.
Wow.
Every bad guy in a movie since 2001.
Yet, if anybody, Biden, Obama, anybody had done this, the right would be losing their shit. And it's not even brought up on Fox News. So you guys are so hypocritical. You guys are so full of shit, so anti-American. It bothers me to the point where, and the thing is, you can't, as Zach said, when Zach Ward was on, he said he was in a cult. I was in a cult limit from 8 to 18. He goes, you just look around, everyone just goes with whatever he says. That you guys don't give a shit that they tried to take over the country on January 6th. That you don't give a shit that he's bringing fucking full-on terrorists. They were literally listed as terrorists, as fucking terrorists by the U.S. government. We had a bounty of $10 million on this dude's head, and you're cool with that. And 4.5 million kids are going to starve worldwide because of what Doge did. And you guys continue to think, if you look, you want to own the libs, you haven't owned us for a second. We've actually, all we've given a shit about is wanting to have our country work. Kindness works.
Sad. What you're doing. This man had a $10 million bounty by the U.S. intel community a couple decades ago.
Said that, didn't I?
Oh, did you say 10 million? I didn't hear you say the amount. Did you mention the cringy moment when Trump sprays him with his own victory perfume?
Oh,
and then jokes, how many wives do you have? And the guy says, 1. Trump says, you never know.
So he's so stupid culturally too. He doesn't doesn't he have people that go, hey, the guy that's coming in, yes, he's a terrorist. Yes, he had a $10 million, got one wife.
The guy from the Who is with the Quran.
Ask him about his kids and his one wife. Don't ask him. And by the way, don't spray him with shit. Because he's a dictator, he may think
he's trying to sell his own cheap, shitty products during a Syrian leader White House visit.
But also, if you sprayed Putin with something, Putin's stabbing you because Putin sprays people with shit and they die.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like, what are you doing, man?
They'd like slink.
Exactly. Putin goes, don't I just go low? And you're like,
Putin 47.
Before you get to the Epstein thing, because I feel like that's probably going to take up the rest. It's so much. It has now been revealed yesterday, a judge ordered that the grand jury transcripts from the Comey indictment be released. Do you see that?
Did you hear that today with it, though?
It has now come out that the grand jury never saw the version of the Comey indictment the government filed, Lindsay Halligan.
So the judge is like, you don't, the judge goes, there's no indictment.
Everything's such a fraud. They're all just.
And here's why. Because he's such a fucking loser. Yeah. Because he can't get anybody of quality to work with him. And the people that are really smart quality want to get the fuck away from him.
Yep.
Kelly, and I think Mueller, and I think Merrick Garland might have went like, if I do this, my life is going to be over. And so But here's the thing.
Yeah.
What never works with a bully is fearing that bully.
Mm-hmm.
What fucking never works. Yeah. Fuck you and everybody around you is my attitude about it. And yeah, so what? No, I'm a comedian. No one gives a shit. However, we all need to be like that. I want to point something out about Trump. And I pointed this out to somebody the other day. Whoever gets in his face, whether it's Gavin Newsom or whether it's Michael Wolff, whether it's anybody, whoever gets in his face. Now, Melania is suing Michael Wolff.
She's suing a lot of people.
But Trump's not. Gavin, he barely, if ever, says a damn thing about Gavin because Gavin body slams him every time.
Noel Castler.
He's never gone after. Noel Castler's been talking shit for 10 years about this guy, and he's never once said a word or sued him. I also want to point out that list of kids where kids got, no one's ever sued. Do you know why Trump won't sue for shit like that? The only reason, because in discovery, they have to get that information out and then it would come out.
Right.
So when you stand up to this asshole, he walks away and he moves on to the next pussy that's going to take it.
And we need to remember that when the Civil War comes, because these fucking, all these don't tread on me assholes that were like coming out like big ass bullies.
Yeah.
They're fucking, you need to get rid of your fucking don't tread on me because we're getting fucking tread on, literally tread on.
That's what I was saying. You guys you guys talked for years about Obama. You talked so much shit that, we're going to have to take out the government, man. Civil War's coming. Well, now it's here.
It's happening.
The government's going into neighborhoods. By the way, Charlotte, North Carolina, it's going into Charlotte now. You ain't attacking blue cities.
Yeah, going right to their base.
It's a blue city, though, right? But North Carolina's not it. Yeah, but still, you're going into places, Memphis. You're going into places, Tennessee, where you are. Basically, that's where you guys live. You guys live in Tennessee. Yep. You guys live in North Carolina. And you're still doing absolutely nothing. So you've been full of shit for decades.
Yeah. If there was a time to show up and be the tough guy,
right,
now's the time.
Right. And it's going to freak him out. There was a Black Panther group. I got reinstated, and they all had AR-15s, and they all showed up en masse. This happened like the last time he was president. And people freak the fuck out. Oh, really? So it's weird. Yeah. It's weird to you when a bunch of black people try to actually protect themselves. Yep. But you guys show up at Charlottesville, run over a girl and kill her, and you guys screaming Jews. But you guys, that's your rights.
You're a victim.
Yep. That's your rights. Yeah, we're in trouble.
This episode brought to you by Helix Mattress. I do not want to do this after our next segment.
By the way, good point.
Thank you.
Of course, it's a weird segue too.
Yep. Colder season, more time indoors, definitely more time in bed because it's getting dark early. And I hate it. No, you're not doing this.
Bed? What?
I love the Helix mattresses.
Yes.
I have tested felt two, because Ken has one and we have one. It is a game changer.
Also, the engineering of it's cool too.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely higher level high tech. What would you say?
I would say every mattress I've had throughout my entire life always was like, I know I can't. This half quarter of it is a problem.
It's
if I roll over here,
this one there's a ditch now.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta flip it every week. This one is just like, I can't wait. Like once I lay down and go to bed, this sounds very. I don't look like I'm gonna lay down and go to bed, but it's such a cozy.
By the way, when you get a Helix mattress, when you get in bed, you make a noise. You make
exactly.
You lay down, you go.
We took the quick quiz, and you just answer some questions. How many sleepers is sleeper number one a back sleeper, a side sleeper? So it's tailored for you and your needs, and then it tells you what they recommend for you. So we actually have two different mattresses because his answers were different. You also get a 120-night sleep trial. I don't know what's happening with him.
My answer was one,
and a limited lifetime
two,
warranty.
But they don't have a hopefully section.
Yeah, we couldn't answer that part for Ken. I put one forever is what I put. Forever one. Also, both of ours have something I thought was pretty cool. 2 separate boxes. You open them, you get an explosion out of both, a slow explosion, but the pillow top insert, it's so well engineered. it actually zips into this really well sewn top pouch, and then you slide that memory foam in and zip it shut. I have never seen that before.
What I meant about the tech part of it. It was like they thought it through. Like that's what's great about the mattress. They really thought it through.
And you're about to be hosting a lot of people for holiday season. You want them to stay away from you longer. This is how you do it. Go and get one of these for your guest room. They're so affordable. I can't believe the quality.
No, they're going to stay. They're going to stay longer.
Right.
We have, all right. So in one of our,
they're coming either way. So keep them in their room longer. Get a Helix
they'll
mattress.
Be less grumpy at Thanksgiving dinner.
And I love that they stand behind their product. Like I said, 120 sleep night trial and a limited lifetime warranty. They stand behind their products.
So we have a bedroom at our house where my daughter stayed over this weekend while I was on the road and with Ray. Oh, yeah. And she was, the mattress is so good. She was like, I was driving her. I had to go fix her car and work on her car. And she's like, it was raining. And she's like, I could just stay another night. Yeah.
She stayed 2 nights. She extended. Yeah. But she told me that she doesn't sleep a lot. And she goes, I'll be up around 7, 8. And I was like, ew.
Slept till like 10 or 11, did she?
She slept till 11:30 and walked in the second day and goes, I think I've had 22 hours of sleep since I got here.
I think you gotta remember, she's working so hard on her life right now and her career. And I think you've been her mom since she was 4 years old. Yeah. So I think she was safety. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking very much.
Safety. She's being taken care of. Yeah. This
mom was there. Yeah.
Mattress. She picked this room because of this mattress, actually.
Yeah. And you're the mom that takes care of her. That's the difference. That's the switch.
So right now you can take part in the Black Friday sale. It's an insane deal. It's the best deal. No, that sounded like Trump. It's a good deal.
This deal's the best deal. Nobody has seen a deal.
I was going to say best of the web, but you don't know what that means. So right now, exclusive for listeners of the Titus podcast, you can get 27% off site-wide. That's, I think, a pretty bitchin' deal, if you don't mind. Just go to helixsleep.com/Titus. That's helixsleep.com/Titus. You'll get 27% off site-wide by putting that /Titus part.
Not 25, not 26, 27, not 28, 27.
That's right. And at the end, same deal. Tell them we sent you so that they know how hard we hustle for this product that we believe in.
There's a guy at a meeting. Guys, 25 is not enough. Look, I don't speak up a whole lot.
Keep going.
Good, 26, 27. Whoa. Good,
28.
No. Well, we're not crazy.
I love my this is the last statement. I love my Helix mattress. I built a custom Murphy bed cabinet.
Did. It's really cool.
It's perfectly sized for that mattress.
Yeah.
So
it's really cool looking.
Yeah, thank you.
You should put a picture if you don't mind people seeing what you did. It's really cool.
So we had almost 100% of the Senate, 100% of the Senate voted to release the Epstein files, and 99.9% of the House. One guy, what's his name again?
Clay Higgins,
this redneck douchebag asshole.
Of course, his name is Clay Higgins.
Clay Higgins, man. I went to the Cracker Barrel before I got here, and I decided, you know what, I tell you what,
it's all a hoax.
Hey, I don't give a shit. 13 or 30, I don't give a shit. Like that guy.
I just wonder if he showed up early and voted because he thought they were all going to do the thing, and then didn't know, and now he's like,
so the whole time as they're voting
in the bathroom,
as they're all voting, he's like, hey,
what happened?
Guys, man, you see, was this funny? Is that funny to you guys? We're all voting against it, and then I go ahead and do it, and then you guys fucking.
Can I take mine back, please?
He did not do that. No. And again, I saw him basically attack a guy who called him on it today, and I'm like, dude.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he grabbed him, started pushing him out of the thing, and I'm like, you touch me, I don't give it. You touch me.
Oh, it's over, bitch.
I don't understand.
He's screwed for re-election, brother. That's not the. It's giant head. 17-year-old girl, Matt Gaetz. I was trying to associate.
Giant head. That's a lot of those.
He was
Nightmare $20,000 pyramid.
He was the lone vote on
sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking, right?
Yeah. Sex trafficking's bad. Everybody votes. Yes, sex trafficking's bad. Now Gates is like, hold on.
Is this the hill we're dying on?
Whoa. That girl came out, by the way, because they're going to do a civil suit, and said that definitely Matt Gates, she was A, homeless, B, she was trying to raise money to get braces, and Matt Gates repeatedly, when she was underage, had sex with her and took her places. So that guy, here's what I don't get. Here's where we, and I think all of our frustration as normal layman Americans happens. People that follow the law and believe we're here in the country that we were taught existed when we were kids. When you see such blatant corruption, and you see Matt Gates, who was raping a child, that by the law, he was raping a child.
Yep.
That he gets away with it, that Trump gets away with it. Trump takes a $400 million plane, which violates every clause that the president ever says. It violates with the Hatch Act. Was it the Hatch Act?
Which one?
With the plane, where he took the $400 million plane. Whenever you get gifts, what's the gift thing? Emoluments clause?
Emoluments. Hatch Act is what they're doing with the whitehouse.gov.
Right. So, so putting political stuff on the White House, putting a video in the airport that says the Democrats are responsible for the shutdown violates the emoluments clause. Go ahead and put up, and then you're sitting there and you use the White House website to say Democrats are doing this and this and this. It's not yours, motherfucker. It's ours. And guess what? 50%, actually more than 50% of the country are Democrats. So you are not working for anybody but you. And he's violating the law left and right. The crypto thing that he's doing. So I'm going to explain this again. So when you guys say he's corrupt and someone goes, no, he's not, go, yes, he is. He has his own, anybody on the right? He's not corrupt. He's working for us.
I feel like now they're just like, that's just, now I'm seeing, we know he's not a Christian. But we like his policy.
I'm seeing shirts online that say, I don't care if Trump's a pedophile.
Yes.
Dean Withers had a guy, Dean Withers and that kid, the other kid with him that does another podcast. And the guy goes, I don't care if he's a pedophile. I don't care if he's a pedophile. He's doing what he's doing great for America. And I want to go, how fucking, it's a child getting raped. I don't care if he's but really? Is that what you really think? Wow. So we are at a place now where we live in Sodom and Gomorrah. I really got it. That when the guy you're following is a pedophile, and you say it's okay, he's a pedophile, that means you're okay with you being a pedophile. Mm-hmm. That means you side with a pedophile, and we actually don't need you on the planet anymore.
Charlene Richard just finally broke her silence. She has been too terrified to tell that she was a victim of Epstein. We know that there's over 1,000 girls. At least. Think of how many we've seen. How many stand out there on the steps? 12? So this girl was on Jen Psaki yesterday.
She was panicked.
I have never seen someone more terrified. When Jen Psaki asked her about Trump, she went silent for a full 5 seconds and was literally going,
I don't know what to say,
And then she turns and looks at Virginia Giuffre's sister-in-law, and the girl says, you don't have to say names. You can say that, yes, you were trafficked if you don't want to say names. And she said, okay.
Wow.
And then she goes, were the people that, were they very famous? And she again pauses along and goes, yes. And you just go, so we've got a whole bunch of, and these are people that are billionaires. These are people that have all the money in the world, and they're used to getting away with everything. And this is where we are. I think this is what's going to end up sparking whatever's about to happen. Is there's a point where we were taught that that everybody's treated equally under the law. It's obvious. And Carlin said it for years. It's obviously not the case. Mm-hmm. It is obviously not the case. We are not all treated equally.
No.
If you're Bill Gates, you get treated differently. If you Elon Musk, you get treated differently. You get to get away with what you want. If you're Donald Trump, you get to get away with what you want as long as you have enough fucking money.
Aren't we so happy that we spent so much of our childhoods working hard at history class, trying to get, past those tests? It doesn't matter. Yeah. You don't have to learn history. No. Fuck it.
Don't help.
In fact, you're not allowed to anymore.
Yeah.
There's new history that we made up that we want you to learn.
It's happening now.
This girl, Charlene, was asked if she went to Mar-a-Lago. Yes. How did you arrive there? Were you sent there? Were you told to go there? She said there were a lot of model parties at Mar-a-Lago.
She called it a system. Remember she said, she goes, I'm going to call it a system because that's what it was. It was a system. They recruited young girls.
The limo would show up. You just get in the limo and go. Wow. And Jeffrey Epstein or someone who worked for him would tell you to go there. No, it was a place where something was held. The party was held and we were to go to different events. She's very nervous.
Yeah, by the way, she's working. You ever see someone like, it was almost like there was a sniper. She was where there may be a sniper watching her. Like, because the way she was I was like, this girl is scared out of her mind.
This made me realize she's been threatened.
Oh, yeah.
So Jen Psaki says Donald Trump owns Mar-a-Lago. I just have to ask if you think he was aware of that arrangement. Pauses, then says, I don't know. Actually, I can't answer that. I'm sorry.
That's how it was. It was one of those things where my chest started to hurt. I was like, I can't believe this. But let's talk about that. Let's see why would Donald Trump have any access or any knowledge of how to make this work? Well, let's go through it one more time. Donald Trump's grandfather ran a whorehouse in the Yukon. Donald Trump's grandfather basically understood that you can make a lot of money selling women.
Correct.
And that goes back to, that's his grandfather, which means his grandfather was around when Trump was born. So his father basically was indicted repeatedly. His father was so evil that Woody Guthrie wrote a song about him called Old Man Trump. That's how evil Trump's father was. So you've got a history of his grandfather making his money off of whorehouses. And by the way, supposedly the restaurant in the Yukon, the whorehouse had the restaurant in it. Supposedly the food was great. So not only did he teach him how to be hospitality, taught him that,
but he served food in the whorehouse?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not steak or vodka or water, because that's clearly shit.
Obviously couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't make that work.
Wow.
And I want you to know, Trump's grandfather tried to go back to Germany after he had made all the money, and they wouldn't let him back in because Trump's grandfather actually dodged the draft in Germany. Yeah. So then you got his dad, who was such an evil prick that he was indicted repeatedly, ripped people off. Someone went over the financial shit his dad did. His dad, if you look it up, go look it up. Trump's father got government contracts left and right and literally took millions from the government. Millions. That's why the Nixon administration indicted him also for being racist and not letting colored people into his buildings. Then you got Donald Trump, who actually has these two generations of fucking criminals. Fucking criminals. Then this guy becomes a criminal, gets the money from his dad, understands how crime works, does it, all the way down to not paying. I mean, he had 3,500 lawsuits the first time he was elected president because he was not paying anybody who worked on his hotels. People lost their businesses. They lost their livelihoods. So,
well, sorry to interrupt, but one of the key things we should mention here is Trump was professionally preying on young women because he had these fucking weird ass beauty pageants.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It was like a recruiting thing.
He didn't just have a beauty pageant. He also had a beauty pageant, and he had a model. There was a Trump model agency.
Yes.
Modeling agency.
And he had Mar-a-Lago.
So he had a couple of beauty pageants, and which he did do events worldwide. So someone wrote something online, and I read it, and I never really connected this. I mean, recently I've been thinking about the beauty pageants and the modeling agency. Obviously, how you get young girls for these rich assholes. You have a modeling agency. They all think they're going to get famous. Yeah. They'll do what they're supposed to do. You know, Harvey Weinstein.
Well,
all
and
these.
We said last week, I think it was, that then he could travel in between countries with a bunch of young girls, because no one's checking if let me see if you're a contestant, show me. No, it's just.
And all these transfers, and this is why the Epstein files are shut down again. Alleged. This is all allegedly. We're all making up. We're a podcast. We're a comedy podcast. We don't know anything.
Yeah. Comedy podcast.
Here's what he did. So someone pointed out that what he's more afraid of is not that this is someone who has actually again, it could be bullshit.
Alleged.
But what I read was, the story I read was the money that Epstein, because remember, Trump was bankrupt at this time. Trump had lost casinos. So some of this time, Trump was dead ass broke, could not get a fucking loan.
Right.
So as Don Jr. and Eric said, we have all of our money is Russian money. We have access to a lot of Russian money. That Russian money was helping to finance Epstein and this trafficking ring. Yeah. So now there's $1 billion in accounts, and I still don't understand why no one is doing this. Why did fucking banks settle with 1,000 of these victims? Why the fuck did a bank pay $385 million to Epstein's victims? I like if I go I got a car loan, right? I go wreck my car, I run over a school, I have 15 kids standing on a corner. My bank doesn't pay that bill.
Yeah.
Explain to me why.
The House has now subpoenaed Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan Chase. Go
Okay,
ahead.
good. But here's why I think. Well, there's one guy a guy named Black, that Jeff Stramson was working with, that it's literally for fees on his investments, it was $75 million. Fees. Epstein's fees.
Wow.
I'm not sure what. Okay, so let's say, whatever. If the banks, of course the banks would pay off, because if you got 50 billionaires who are like trafficking the underage girls and raping children, you're not going to pay them off. You're not going to, all right, I'll pay the family off, because then you're that guy. However, if the bank goes, all right, you guys all have your accounts here, because by the way, people only do stuff for themselves. Go, tell you what, put all your money in our bank. We'll settle with these people. And then no names.
Yeah, but couldn't they have easily, like, what is it on the line item? Like on the, on the ledger? It's like
Child
fee
rape?
for
You can't put
child,
CR.
No.
It's like, what?
Well, it's
there's
got, but the thing is that the settlement happened. Like, exactly. Okay. So I don't know why no
But
one's.
also, that guy was fired. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Because the higher ups apparently didn't know, or they were using him as a
Scapegoat. He left with a lot of money too. That guy did not leave penniless.
Well, now he can't work anymore. Remember, he's suing and appealing the decision in the UK.
However, but again, I get this. Again, so the bank didn't claw that money back. So. Oh wait! Whoa! So one guy knew. So one guy knew that 385 or 275 from J.P. Morgan Chase and 100 or 90 from Deutsche Bank. So one guy was in charge of $300 and something million,
and nobody
was else
reviewing.
No one got a piece of paper.
No one was looking at
we're
where
missing
that
300 million. Anybody got it?
Yeah.
Hey. Bob, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
And then the banks must have just looked at what's the best case scenario. So we either lose it on this guy and just pay this off, or we lose all these billionaire clients.
They're protecting their billionaire clients.
We say we're going to protect you. You take all your money out of that bank, you put it in our bank.
Yep.
Yeah. So my question is this. Money is just money. It transfers. The numbers are the numbers. So to release these billionaires' bank records, because this is a crime.
Yes.
So you would actually see, because the bank didn't give them the money. Yeah. The bank did. So that money came from somewhere. That money wouldn't it have come from those accounts? Wouldn't you see whether it's LLCs or even offshore accounts, that money had to come from somewhere.
Well, I'm pretty jaded, and so I don't think these subpoenas are going to produce.
I don't think so. She already got on TV this morning.
It's been scrubbed. Yeah, I mean the Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan Chase, because there's the proof, the paper trail. Follow the money.
That's what I'm saying. That would prove
it's all gone.
That you want a list? Just get whoever money got all transferred gone. Into that to yes.
This episode brought to you by Square. No segue.
Yeah, well, speaking of money and how to
transfer,
there you go.
That's where you're going with. Right.
I love Square. We've been using Square for years for multiple different things. We used it for merch. Mm-hmm. That was a game changer. Being able to have a remote pay terminal. Mm-hmm. We use it for payroll. Mm-hmm. They do all of our payroll taxes for us. It's pretty seamless. I do nothing. I pay a very small fee, and they do everything.
And that's what's great about it. Is like all that. I remember. I'm not really a math genius. Let's just. I know, seriously. And
geography.
I know where Texas is. Okay. Square has this way of just making it so easy. Like if you have, let's say you have an online store. Square handles it. Let's say you go to set up your Easy Up and you sell 10 products.
Yes.
Square, beep, boop, done. It's all done, taken care of.
Jen does that local market
at
Pins.
Yep.
All those people use Square, which I love. I can just go up, tap, and go on about my business.
Yep.
Buying
Done and done.
their jellies and jams. I bought the most pickled vegetables. I don't know. I was trying to support people.
And bedazzled jewelry.
Lots of bedazzled.
Yeah.
Jellies and jams.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Very, very distinct difference.
Is there a difference? What's the difference between a jelly and a jam?
I forget.
Yeah. Okay.
One's you're in trouble.
Well,
One
I would
is
say this. We've used Square. I hate that. I was using Square before Square was cool.
We really were.
we were at the beginning.
We really were. And it blew our minds. It changed everything because we made so much more money because we could take cards on the road from people.
I would sell. And by the way, we have a few left. When I first did the box sets, when DVDs are still really big, we had this box set of my first 7 specials, and we would go on the road, and they were like, we were selling them for like, I think $80 or $90, and because it was everything, and it was an interview, and we would just plug a thing in our phone. This is how cool Square was. Plug it in, and you'd go, and you go blip, and your phone was connected already to line, and it would, and people were more. Here's the thing: if you can make it so it's easy for people to pay the bill, they'll buy more stuff from you. Yeah. And that's what we did. And it changed. It was a game changer for us.
The difference in jelly and jam is made from crushed or chopped fruit. Jelly is made from only strained fruit juice.
Strange fruit juice?
Business is strained. But yes, at that
right.
market, some of it was a little strange.
Strange fruit's a really dark song. I didn't want anything made out of strange fruit.
No contracts, no hidden fees. That's the other thing I love. No complicated install. It's like you just do your email and a password and you're in.
It's what you want for something that's going to help you make money.
You can also, it tracks your sales and your inventory in real time. It's like it's kind of the brains of the financial aspects of our small business, because we don't actually have the real brains to handle that level of accounting, and to have our accountant do it would be insane.
I would agree with you.
Tap, chip, Apple Pay, online, you can accept it all. If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware. Go to square.com/go/Titus. That's SQUARE.com/GO/Titus. That's a long one. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
Before you had Square, people would buy it like, Titus, I want to buy 2 t-shirts. How much is it? And you'd say, Texas.
That's how smart I am with math. That's exactly how
That's his math and geography knowledge.
So guys, this week I'm going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Summit Comedy Club.
At the Summit Comedy Club.
Thursday through Saturday.
In the flattest, in Indiana, one of the flattest states ever. I'm going to be at this Summit Comedy Club, which is hilarious to me. And then I'll be home on Sunday. And then...
but he's not selling tickets to that.
No, be at home? Yeah.
Then on Sunday, I'll be home.
I can't. I was going to say that tonight. We are... I've had a busy year. I have busted my ass this year, and I get to have December where I get to go on the vet. I'm going to give you guys Corvette updates because hopefully all the parts will be there. I'm waiting on one part that it's stopped everything right now.
So we could walk in the studio.
Yeah, for God's sakes.
Instead of
by the way, with all these Corvette parts, it is an episode of Hoarders right now, man. I walk in and I hate me. I'm like, who the fuck works here?
It's Wipeout. The show Wipeout.
It's the worst. I walk in and just boxes, and they're not even really that organized. I'm gonna go buy one of those basically people like a injury Sharpies. When you have an injury and you can't, my hand doesn't work anymore, and it's the size of a baseball.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to write on all the boxes.
How many days since injury?
By the way, you don't even know. Injury Sharpie was the nicest way I could say it. I went through 7 different things that were like, nope. That'll be played later. Nope. Can I say one more thing?
What?
We had an issue a couple weeks. Ray read me something that made me. It made me laugh. It's so ridiculous, and also kind of made me angry. We had Starbucks a week ago, right? Mm-hmm. Now, 2 weeks ago. And someone wrote in literally 5 paragraphs regarding how many children Starbucks kills in Darfur.
Well, it was a leap. They're tied with Nestle, who potentially is tied to. It was
George
just
space
like,
lasers.
Says water's not like
I
a
was
thing.
like, y'all,
Funded the Nazis.
I just wanted to buy a Christmas tree.
Yeah, we just wanted a pumpkin spice latte. And here's what I want to say. With the world as it is, we have an authoritarian dictator asshole who happens to be illiterate and a moron while he's shitting himself. Felon who wants to date his daughter. And if you give me another lecture about Starbucks, I'm going to uncork on you and block you. Also, I saw one yesterday. Amy Schumer, this is someone on Threads, we got to start focusing on what's fucking important.
Anti-union behavior.
Here's what happens. Amy Schumer, for whatever reason, lost a bunch of weight. And she's proud of that. God bless. It's hard to lose weight, right?
Yep.
And so she lost a lot of weight. And I think she had some other medical stuff. So she took all the pictures of her old pictures down when she was heavier
From
off.
her social media.
From her social media. And someone wrote this thing about, can't believe it. You're fat shaming everybody. And I just thought, you know what? First of all, I want my best pictures up too. Guess what? I'm taking, and I don't take very many good ones. And I just thought, with all the shit that's going on in the world right now, children are being raped and we're trying to find the guys to do it. Are you really bitching that Amy Schumer, just an actress, wants her best pictures out there?
And she's fat shaming by taking down her own pictures?
Everybody has a complaint. And
it's just
everybody
fucking nuts.
frames everything based on how it affects them.
Yeah.
But that Starbucks
so
doesn't
you're
affect that lady.
fat shaming me.
Yeah.
Because you did something in your
For
own,
you.
Yeah. It's like,
But
it's not all about you.
But guys, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not. And so do me a favor, start paying attention to what's fucking important. Because we're about to lose our country. I know you don't think so. A lot of people have this weird blind spot where they're like, "Oh, it can never happen here." It's not only can happen here, it's happening and almost happened here. In 1 year, the man's been president since January 20th. We are less than a year. He has destroyed the basic tenets of the Constitution. He is violating them left and right. His Supreme Court is owned by him. And I will tell you this, he's got 1 more year before the midterms. If you don't think that there's going to be a major war, do you remember when he had Zelensky in his office?
Yep.
And they go, when are you going to have an election? And Zelensky goes, we can't have an election until the war's over. And he goes, oh, there's a war on, you can't have an election. Huh? And that's what he says. If you don't think, and I'm watching ICE beat the shit out of people.
Yep.
We've had people die in custody now with, again, no due process, no warrants or anything. If you don't think that this man is going to start enough shit where we don't have to have the elections. Oh, and by the way, Dominion voting system was bought by a right-wing political activist that used to work with Trump. So we are super fucked. So the next time you think, what should I write about? Because I'm angry. Don't write it about pumpkin spice lattes and Amy Schumer losing weight. Write about you're losing your country. Do you get it? Fuck. I don't know. I use fuck as a period, but I guess it's happening.
No, it works. No,
I'm just
in this
angry
case.
right now. God, people are dumb. It's like, don't you see what's happening? Like every day. Oh, but can I tell you? And I know you shouldn't feel like this. I saw a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse. Can you put a picture of like
this is not nice.
It's not nice at all.
Without comment.
Wow.
Oh, I need to know.
It's good to see Bob's Big Boy is back.
Oh.
For whatever reason, Kyle Rittenhouse has been getting a lot of free meals.
Amy Schumer should have replaced those pictures with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Damn it, Fash. There you go. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Do me a favor. Go to ChristopherTitus.com. We only have a few left. I signed all the last boxes. I came in yesterday and Ken goes, dude, we have sold this many boxes. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So he got all the last 3 boxes are now signed and ready to go. So go to ChristopherTitus.com if you want to get a 7-disc, my first 7 shows for somebody for Christmas or for yourself. We also have a bunch of t-shirts online that are pretty cool. We're going to put a couple more. We're doing Santifa. Santifa, basically, it's the California bear. Yeah, he farted.
I think I know why he's anxious.
California bear flipping off everything with a Santa hat, and it just says Santifa on it.
Awesome.
It's awesome. So you can get that one, guys, for Christmas. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And do me a favor. I'm editing Rachel's special now. That's coming out pretty soon. Also, Mike Kaplan has a special dropping this week called Rennie. Go see it. Get it. And Mike Kaplan's such a good guy. I hung out with him and Rennie at the when I did Comics Unleashed. Just good people. Mike out of the blue sends me this thing. He just goes, "Hey man, thanks for always standing up for the right thing."
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, and I want to tell you guys, and let me tell you guys don't know this. So I go to Detroit. I want to thank everybody. I want to Indianapolis, great fucking shows. Nick, who runs Indy, it was great. As always, the entire crew at Columbus is amazing. And D and his daughter was there. Her daughter helped me all weekend with posters and stuff. And then Detroit at Ridley's Club, it was amazing. It was amazing. I got a standing ovation with the new show. Thank you for letting me have this job. But the opening act goes up in Detroit, and I said, say, TV show Titus, and then and they always ask you, what do you want me to say? And I said, then bring up the Armageddon Update Titus podcast. So they say, please welcome, Christopher Titus from remember his TV show. Clap, nice applause. Mm-hmm. And you guys know him from the Armageddon, and the crowd goes, woo!
Yay!
So whatever's happening with this, thank you guys for watching and listening. And we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For myself, the Lovely Bomb Show. Oh, do you want to do a 2 years ago?
Sure.
Do you have a 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Listen, because you know why? These are so...
While he's looking that up, I'll tell you guys really quickly something that I'm working on that you can go and do. Go to theholidayproject.net. It's a program called You're the Gift. A lot of seniors die alone and or live in assisted living alone with no visitors. Yes, they have families that don't give a shit. And so this particular project, you can just email them and they'll help you organize a visit because you're the gift, just your presence going, and you can choose hospice center or assisted living. Some people aren't quite ready maybe to go to a hospice center, but also a lot of companies do the tree with seniors on it, and their requests, I know Ford is doing it. Their requests are like socks or lotion or stuff like that. And so just remember that this Christmas, it could be extremely life-changing for them, but fulfilling for you too, putting good out in a very tough world.
And here's the thing about that is that what I've noticed in my life, we can all hustle, we can all bust our ass, we can all make money, whatever. Do you notice it doesn't make you happy? I think Elon Musk is a perfect example. Really. And then go do something, just go take a day. Yep. Take a day, get a couple friends together, guys. We're all going to go to the senior center. Yep. We're going to sit there and listen to these people talk. That's we're going to bring them lotion, and we're going to bring them some socks, and we're going to sit down and we're going to sit there for 2 hours and listen to them. I want to start crying. You will leave. Not are you giving them joy and giving them some love that they desperately need. What you're going to feel like when you leave is it's stunning.
Also, it's different. Know why I love hanging out with older people, why grandma was my best friend is, well, first of all, they say the craziest stuff you could ever imagine, but also you can get some wisdom even about what we're dealing with right now, because we would always ask grandma, was it ever like this? Did it ever get close to this? Did you ever think, during World War II and Hitler and, and like it was really interesting to pick her brain. And these people really do just want to talk. Mm-hmm. So you could get some valuable insight into this stuff even. Yeah. Listen, we got a bunch of people trying to tear us down. Let's try to build us up. And now 2 years ago,
we could just say it's the opposite of what Trump is doing. I was going to say,
but that also make me feel. They make me feel better. No, these make me feel better a little bit. I'm like, oh, right, well, I'm not wrong. It was better at one time.
Biden. Wait, this is weird. Biden called a journalist a piggy.
No,
that's okay. That's not right.
That's no.
Okay,
wrong guy.
No.
Okay, there's like 17 things he did this day. Mm-hmm. Let me just list them. Okay, right. He had a meeting on the fentanyl crisis. Okay. He had a meeting on Middle East diplomacy. They announced a new offshore wind project.
That's been canceled all the way. Trump canceled it.
Yep. He did interviews
He
about
is the offshore wind project.
yes, the fart wind. He did interviews about his Bidenomics messaging. He announced support for small businesses, detailing how American Rescue Plan funds the SBA loans. He proposed a new rule announced for consumer protection that would ban early termination fees for cable and satellite.
We get it.
International labor rights.
Is he gonna
International
read all
labor rights.
17?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Biden issued a memorandum on advancing worker empowerment rights and higher labor standards
That's all
globally,
gone.
directing federal agencies to leverage diplomacy and trade to promote internationally recognized labor rights.
So seriously, I just want
Disaster
to
declaration.
Today,
Like,
Trump
you can
called
go
a
if you want.
reporter piggy.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing to me is that, like, not only is Biden going, we need to help American workers. How can we help the workers that are
Yes.
getting shit on worldwide?
Yes.
That's what a good duty was. Guys,
Trump's
thanks for-
hiding the Epstein files, you know.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For myself, the lovely bombshell Ray and the Highlander. Later.
Peace out.
There can be one. Before we go, I just announced 17 fucking things that he did on a day. And these fuckers are saying, why didn't he release the Epstein files? First of all, if I could quote Jasmine Crockett, he didn't run on it.
Yeah.
Like Trump did.
Yeah.
And then he's doing things for people.
But he also couldn't. Legally, he couldn't.
Yeah.
It was a current investigation, which is, as we know now, he's going to use to not release Epstein files.
So shut the